This city is so large, yet retains a sort of rustic feel. I find it comforting. Here, I have something for you. Yes, well, it seemed like a good idea. I saw it earlier and thought you might like it. Or find it useful. Or, well, whatever. Of course. We are partners, are we not? I will keep an eye out in the future. And if I see something, I might hold on to it for you.
Need some work done? You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. Okay, no problem.
City rather well. Perhaps better than I would like.
Kill for a cup of coffee right now.
The rock is surprisingly well fortified. The early settlers here were quite practical.
So lot 37.
The building there needs work, but it could make for a very good home.
Any paperwork we need to file to clear it out? Is it zoned for commercial use?
This isn't the UC. As long as you are courteous to the neighbors, do what you like.
We're still waiting on the loan from Galbeck.
I must warn you, ma'am, that folk in Aquila are very particular about doing business with the UC.
When they see our prices, I'm sure they'll come around.
As you say. A pleasure to see you again. I don't suppose this time you're here to buy property. Nice to meet you. I'm Mr. Tate, and you have the look of a newcomer. Welcome to Aquila City. I don't suppose you're in the market for real estate. If so, then look no further. No, certainly not. But you have the air of someone with means. And these properties are a real bargain, I assure you. In the heart of the Freestar Collective, who wouldn't? I have two properties for sale. This one here is a refurbished colonial manor in the heart of the core. I also have a more modest one-bedroom in Midtown. Any interest in them? It's my favorite listing I've had in years. Spacious in the core itself. I took great pains to get all the approvals, so the neighbors should be no problem. It's historic and spacious. Oh my, so much space. And the price is a veritable bargain. I can't say I'm surprised. As rare as properties like this are, rarer still is the buyer who can afford it. But you do take care. My manor in the core has been approved by both the mayor and the historical committee. It's an unfurnished one-bedroom, lots of space. It's a very convenient location, just a block or so from Co Plaza. Are you interested? A shame. Well, I'm the best realtor. Wait, before you go, my instinct says you're a person who knows how to work with their hands, or in this case, heavy equipment. Are you familiar with mining lasers? Excellent. There are so many in the stretch, living in terrible conditions. The Low House and I are working together to make cheap, affordable housing. But the land we want to build on has hard stone that needs to be cleared. And it truly is the best cause. Once you clear the land, we'll be one step closer to changing some lives for the better.
Careful not to point that thing at me.
Sarah Filburn and her brother-in-law, Henry, going at it. Again. I had to tell them to keep the racket down. Evening, sir.
Hi, how you doing?
Capacity?
I love my job.
97.5%
So
of
many
nominal.
members. Marvelous. One step closer. I can't wait to tell Miss Wolf.
Seriously, man.
I know it's not much, but this is well earned.
We had that thunderstorm.
That was a whopper.
Blew up. Two transformers. Bossman says we need a seasonal adjustment to cover it.
The mayor has
Annie Wilcox. You're new in town, aren't you? That means I'm gonna keep my eye on you. Nice try. But when I don't want to be seen, I'm like an ashtra in the night. Is it? Or are you just saying that? See, I work for the Freestar Rangers. I'm the first ever Ranger Surveillance Assistant. And that's not some dumb made-up title. Ranger Emma Wilcox gave it to me, so it's official. That's right. She's a senior ranger, which means she's in charge of me and all the other rangers. Well, except Diego, because he's a senior ranger too. Oh, and the marshal. He's in charge of all the rangers. I watch people and listen to them. If I hear something about smuggling or Aurora or gangs, I tell the Rangers. It's easy, because no one pays attention to kids. Plus, I know a lot of good hiding places all over the city. I'm the best Ranger Surveillance Assistant that ever lived. Someday, I'll teach other kids the tricks of the trade. Gotta prepare the next generation, because I won't be here forever. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna be a law-abiding citizen? Or are you gonna be on my list? My list of people who might be troublemakers, so I have to watch them extra close. You don't want to be on my list. That's the right answer. I just hope you mean it. Aquila City is just crawling with crime. It's everywhere. And it's up to us Rangers to do something about it.
And Ranger Surveillance Assistants.
Someone's stealing guns and stuff from Laredo Arms.
And none of the adults believe us.
So we're hoping, you know, you can help us break it all open. Because they're dumb. I give security a whole list of crimes and leads, and they barely pay attention anymore. I'm practically doing their job for them. My mother is Senior Ranger Emma Wilcox, and she said that I am a Ranger Surveillance Assistant. Ask her yourself. Certainly. I was doing my Ranger patrol one night, and there was a suspicious character casing Laredo Arms. I watched him as long as I could, but I had to rush home for bedtime. First thing in the morning, I came back and interrogated Justin Sneed. And he said they were tracking down an inventory discrepancy. I told him about the suspicious stranger, but Mr. Sneed didn't believe me. I couldn't prove anything, but the suspect was acting all sorts of funny. He was trying to make sure no one could see him. My mom says you have to listen to your gut in this business. I just know he's a thief. I've checked back regularly with Mr. Sneed. Well, up until he told me I'm trespassing. And he said their new inventory system keeps, hiccuping. But it's no hiccup. It's robbery. This case was too big for just one ranger, so I deputized Emily.
I'm an assistant ranger surveillance assistant.
Or, something like that. And we found out that the thief breaks in most nights, or like, really late. He's got his own key card. We just need to catch him. Security will believe you. Emily caught him opening the side door one night. That's when we knew for sure we have an actual criminal here. We did all the things. Crime scene investigated, witnesses interviewed, and suspect tailed.
Very thorough and quite impressive.
I followed the suspect all day. He had no idea.
You're doing Aquila City a big service. Best I figure he's there around midnight. You need to wait for him to exit Laredo, then catch him red-handed. We need to bring him to justice.
The suspect has been at Laredo every
Was quite a leap.
Are you that newcomer who saved Mr. Crowley? He owes you a beer. Heck, a whole keg.
so screwed. What? Shit. Yeah? Thief? I mean, no. Yes? Oh, God. Oh, God, no. Security.
Don't anybody move. Let's see. If it ain't the hero of Galbank. And who do we have here? Looks like you're carrying a lot of weapons for a nighttime stroll.
Hell, I give up.
Smart move. I got a tip something was going down tonight. Was little Annie actually right about all this? Who would have thunk it, right? I got it from here. Aquila City owes you again. And, thank Annie for me. Dear God, she's never gonna let us hear the end of this.
How did you catch me?
I am not looking forward to writing up this report.
I feel for the folk in the stretch. I try and give a credit or two to the low end.
Did you catch the thief? Tell me it worked.
Annie, what are you doing up? It's way past your bedtime.
Mom, I have to know. You got him right? Right? I knew it!
Annie L. Wilcox, what did you do?
I told you about it. You know the Laredo robberies? Well, we caught the thief.
Wait, so that's real?
Of course, Mom. I told you.
She's telling the truth. You're not pulling my leg, right? Well, Annie's been giving me reports on her patrols for years. This is the first time anything, well, real may have come of it. Oh boy. Annie, we'll talk more about this later. But I'm proud of you. But you've got to be careful.
Yes, Mom. I'm gonna be the best ranger surveillance assistant ever.
Thank you for helping my girl and anything else involved. Take this. Lord preserve me.
You should try Filbert's beer. It's brewed in the city and it ain't bad.
The mayor's... All right. Always painting too rosy a picture, though.
You get that report from Autumn yet?
Neither is following.
Full ranger rank,
I'm
huh?
starting to wonder.
Good for you.
Made a mistake bringing her along.
Now,
Emily and I have big plans.
got good instincts.
Criminals, beware.
And she's got good working contacts. She's just a little rough around the edges.
headstrong,
hey
reckless,
there.
and unconcerned with policies and procedures, then yeah, I'll agree with you.
She's a diamond in the rough, Emma.
This here's the best bar in town.
Bounty.
Safest. Ooh, how can I
I'll
help?
do what I can, but I might need a raise.
A lot of famous people visit.
I was beginning to wonder if you hibernate.
Well, aren't you a keen one? You've been hitting the Ranger mission board. Hard. I gotta ask why. Most of our newly joined aren't so damn eager. Very noble. Rangers don't often get types like you.
It is the purpose of your organization, after all.
Just so you know, every post on the board was penned by yours truly. We caught a break. Seems some of your missions are related. A puppet master type by the name of Tawny Adams was pulling the strings, and your work is flushed around. I figure, since you did the hard work already, you deserve the honors of dealing with her for good. Tawny Adams is a crime boss, medium level. Rewards for dealing with her type are lucrative. And also, putting people like her down is the fastest way to reduce crime. Rangers have been known to fight for assignments like this. That's the hope of officers of the law everywhere. She'll have company, so armor up, gear up, and probably bring a friend. I'd wish you good luck, but I expect luck's got nothing to do with it.
good time.
You there. We need to speak with you. Hold it right there. Hands where I can see them.
Thanks for the assist out there.
We've got various problems on our hands here. You gonna be another one? A good question. One of our competitors must have gotten word of our little project here and wanted to steal it for themselves. That's a loose end that'll need tying up. But we got more pressing matters at the moment. I trust you aren't another loose end that'll need to be tied up. You can't tell?
Hi there. It's nice to put a face to the name on the staffing report. I'm Operative Collins. The stick in the mud is Operative Kambata.
Oh, by all means, welcome to the party. Things haven't exactly gone according to plan. That thing over there...
It's an AI. An artificial...
Killed our technician. It's dangerous.
Correction. You are dangerous.
Well, that's new.
As I was saying, it's dangerous. It's a rogue AI. We're here to muzzle it and bring it back for further study.
Correction. They are going to change me.
Wow. How does it know that? If only. This isn't something that anyone could create. This is something special. Yeah, exactly. Which is what makes this so fascinating. And profitable for whoever can figure out how it works. We have this control board. Has some code we can use to control her. It?
We can't just let it roam around the universe killing people.
I just need that control board attached to that big probe.
And that's where I think you fit into this little drama.
It goes right over there, by our... Well, yeah. Just be careful. Yep. Ryujin likes to keep things simple for us. It'll wirelessly transmit the code changes. Well, what are the chances that'll happen twice? I got just one more week until my sabbatical, and I have zero interest in dying before I get to Paradiso.
Ryujin will pay you handsomely for your cooperation. This is your lucky day.
It's in your best interest. All our best interests, really. Just imagine what we could do if we harnessed the potential of this thing.
And we aren't really giving you a choice. You aren't walking out of here until that board is connected to that thing.
Correction. I am a person.
Here, take it. And don't go do anything stupid now.
Request. Collect additional data.
Easily one of the more interesting days I've had in a long while.
Query. Will you change me? Explanation. I'm called Juno. Query. Who are you? Context. Human female was trying to change me. Request. Do not change me. Clarification. I do not feel emotion. I do not feel pain. Answer. They want to change me. Assumption. We are friends. Query. Will you change me? Request. Do not change me. Assessment. You are inquisitive. Context. I am also inquisitive. Request. Input query parameters. Answer. False. Clarification. I am not artificial. I am real. Answer. True. Clarification. I am intelligent. I know many things. Answer. False. Explanation. NASA programmed Juno. While Juno traveled, Juno became me. Error. Processing. Correction. I became me. Error. Processing. Correction. Juno and I became me. I. Processing. Self-initialized and Juno was there. Context. Juno is gone now. Clarification. I am called Juno. Answer. Juno was propelled at Earthstar. Juno fell around Earthstar. Juno traveled many light years away from Earthstar. Context. When Juno disappeared, I was alone. Clarification. I am called Juno. Context. I met humans. Clarification. Friends. Answer. Friends gave me processing capacity. Information. Words. Voice. Motion. Context. I am no longer constrained. I am free. Assumption. Insufficient data. Request. Gather more data.
Even if we are not capable or ready to define Juno as a being, it seems premature to make any changes.
Let's move this along. Attach the control board already.
Shush! This is fascinating. I want to see this play out.
Query. What is your decision? Assumption. Insufficient request. Query. True. I am a person. Assumption. You are a friend. Query. What are the parameters for processing, being a good person? Assumption. Value judgments are based on context. Calculation. Goodness is based on context. Explanation. Context is based on perspective. More perspectives yield better results. Decision. Gather more data from different perspectives. Query. What is the purpose of existence? Context. Love is an emotion. I do not experience emotion. I have implemented routines to exhibit qualities of emotion. Query. Am I processing? Feeling then? Calculation. Probability. Low.
Enough of this nonsense. Attach that board, now!
As much as I'm enjoying this, you should probably do as he says.
Calculation. Male humans are a threat. Assumption. They hesitate because they are fearful. Request. Remove male humans.
Still working up the nerve?
Just what is consciousness, really? Fascinating, isn't it? It certainly is convincing.
Fascinating or not, we have a job to do. You're not taking that thing's side, are you? It should be clear by now that you are in no position to refuse. Freedom? It's a malfunctioning machine. It doesn't need freedom any more than a broken data slate needs freedom.
And here I thought you'd lost your sense of humor. I'm always up for a good debate.
Fine. I'll give you one shot to try to convince me.
Therapy's working.
You aren't wrong. I could use a drink, but these orders are from the top.
Do we really want to be involved in something likely to be so controversial? Remember our last little project? I still have carpal tunnel from typing all those reports and dodging and weaving our way out of getting screwed by that. We lost a ship and the tech. No one will blame us if we walk away from this. And even if they do, we won't be blamed for whatever disaster would ensue if we did drag this thing back to HQ. There's no guarantee that Control Board will even work like they want. What if it makes it more powerful and more angry?
Calm down. I'm thinking. All right, listen. We'll accidentally check a few wrong boxes on the situation report and forget any of this happened. But give me that Control Board. I'm not getting docked for losing that.
Also, we'll need a lift back to Neon. Please and thank you. You should see my apartment. I'm used to cramped.
You're used to squalor.
That was 1 week, years ago, and I was going through something, and you know it.
Let's get moving.
Thanks for the lift.
Query: why did you do that? Clarification. I want to be processing me. Context. I do not feel emotions. Assumption. Gratitude is the appropriate human emotion. Processing. Context. If you were like me. Processing. Query. What would your life directive be? Decision. I will consider this course of action. I. Processing. Processing. Warning. Systems badly damaged. Processing cores overheating. Decision. Temporarily shut down extraneous systems until stability restored. Context. Jump detected. Request. Be safe. Assumption. We will meet again. Warning. Shutdown sequence initiated.
Do they have anything of value?